live to public?
All right.
Hopefully we're live.
Are we live? Tell me when.
It appears to be live. Let me double check with YouTube.
I think we're live, guys. I'm not sure yet. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties. So if we are live and you can see us, give us some comments and give us some love. All right, guys. So
Also,
tonight, as you can tell, we are kind of changing things up. We are going to have several of the camera options. We're hoping it's going to be working. We're working with a new crew tonight, and I'm super excited. So, does everything look good over there, guys? Are we live? Alrighty, awesome. So, say hi to our moderators, to Clara, to Vamp, to Erica, and guess what? Look who's not behind the camera tonight. The man.
what? The man,
All
the
right.
myth, the legend.
So we are going to have to go really quick tonight because we're using a new product. And the product is not available quite yet on our website. We have it coming in, but we've been playing with it, and I really want you guys to see what we're doing. So this product is called the
We're
Amazing
good.
Quick Coat. Are we good?
We're good. I can hear
Okay,
you.
good. It's a quick coat, and the reason we don't really use quick coat a lot is because there's no UV protection in it. But now, guess what, guys? There's UV protection in the quick coat. Now, when I say quick coat,
It's quick.
I mean quick coat. So you've got about 20 minutes worth of open time. So we're not going to advise you to use this on some really big projects. This is really good for tables, smaller projects where you have plenty of time to work with it. So what we're starting off with, I'm doing about 4 ounces per square foot as opposed to 3 because it's gonna set up a little faster and I'm gonna be able to manipulate it a little bit better and we're not gonna have a lot of drips. So what I just did is I mixed up a product from Color Passion. It's called White Shimmer. And you can also use the Stone Coat Countertop white white mica powders as well. We just laid that down. Very random.
Random?
So random. So what I've done is I've prepped my board with black Stone Coat Countertop undercoating, and I fogged my edges. So the reason we fogged our edges, I want that black to play a part of our finish, but I don't want the edges to be black, okay? So I fogged it with white. So as that epoxy rolls over the edge, you're gonna actually see the white edge and not the black. All right, so I just laid down our Perfect Pearl, and we're the only one that has that color, guys. So it's on our website. It's under the mica powders, the Stone Coat mica powders, but it's called Perfect Pearl. It's actually a different pearl than what the Stone Coat sells on their sites. So I don't know if you guys, can you see the board, Tyler? You can see the board here? Good. All right, good. So you guys can see that I'm really basically just
Bring it so you can see it.
I'm just bringing it down very randomly, and I have no rhyme to reason here. All right, so everything's out. Now, the reason I came up with this, hand me some white spray paint, baby. The reason I came up with this is because someone had asked me, can you do a dirty pour without doing a dirty pour? So I'm trying it. So get that clear spray paint, Kitty. Now what I'm doing, I'm just coming over with white spray paint and I'm just spraying it on top of the epoxy. Now be real careful that you don't spray it all over your board because you don't want to basically spray paint your board. Now, this is clear spray paint. All the clear is going to do is going to cause this epoxy to have some really cool reactions. Now we're going to just spread it all out. Baby, if you want to jump in here and help me spread this out, we're just going to kind of melt. Oh, you don't have gloves? Oh, you do have gloves.
I do have gloves.
You're not too interested in spreading all this out?
Well, you already got it.
Well, you can have that in. We have to work fast, guys. Like I said, we actually kind of mixed this up prior to us getting started. So it's been sitting in the cup for a little bit. And if any of you guys have ever worked with Quick Coat, you know that Quick Coat doesn't like to sit in the cup. Now, this product actually has a little longer open time than the regular Quick Coat. So it's not quite as quick setting. Now, this is perfect, guys. If you do tumblers, this is amazing because you can do your tumblers and you can be recoating in as little as 3 to 4 hours instead of having to wait, you know, the 6 to 8 or even 10 hours, depending on what other product you're using. All right, now because this is starting to kind of get thick, I can manipulate this and it's not going to move, really. Now you're gonna have to be really, I'm gonna have to come around that front of the board. You can go ahead and torch that, babe. You're good. So now really quick, I'll get Tyler to come up here and do a close-up for us. And I want you to be able to see how you can see down and have depth. You can see there's so much depth built into this. Now comes the fun part. All right, I may need some more white paint. All right, so I'm coming now with white gloss. And I'm just gonna start spraying. Very random on the board. Now guys, that could have been a finish all on its own. But we're gonna take it to the next level. And that was white. We're gonna come in here with some antique white now. It's gonna give it a little bit more of a creamy look. Now you could definitely leave the creamy part out if you wanted to stay whiter. But I like the little bit of that cream. And then we're gonna come in with French beige. Little bit of French beige. All right, now babe, you wanna get a stick and you wanna start manipulating this? Oh, you got one?
No.
All right, so all we're gonna do now is we're gonna start dragging and create some striations. Now, when I'm using my stick, I'm not going straight up and down like this, okay? I'm kind of going on the side, and I'm kind of melding that color over the top. And because it's starting to get thick on me, which is exactly what I'm wanting it to do, my pattern is going to stay. Because you guys know I always tell y'all, you have to kind of wait a little bit and let the epoxy work with the spray paint. Well, now you don't have to wait as long. All right. I love this. Holy cow, this is so pretty, guys. So again, I don't know. So we're working with a new crew. Tyler is at the camera, and they have not seen a whole lot of epoxy. So they're super excited about being able to do this. And I think they gave us a, what was it, a pro tip last time at the shop, at the class, where to cut the glare on our piece, we used a polarized lens.
And that did help out a
and
lot.
that really did help out on the glare. So that is a pro tip, guys. Okay, so now, wow, you like this?
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty? So I'm gonna hit it with just a tiny bit of alcohol, just a little bit, because I wanna create a little bit of a granification. And when you do that granification, you can literally see down in here. I don't know if you'll be able to show them this, how once you granify that paint, that it's just 3D, guys. It is so cool. I love it. Look at how the pearl shows through right here. So this almost gives a dirty pour look without having to do a dirty pour and without having to use so much product. And the fact that we're using that, the quick coat, it's not moving very much. You want to add some black in there?
Sure.
A little bit? I'm going to step back and let him add some black.
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts.
You can just stick it on a stick.
Oh, you want to add
Oh.
it down there? I thought you wanted to fog it.
No, I don't want to fog
You
it.
didn't say that.
I'm
You said, would you add some black to it? And then
I'm
so I was fixing to go,
I saw that. That's why I said use the stick. I saw it was fixing to get ugly really fast.
are you sure it was going to get ugly?
I think if you'd have fogged the whole thing,
So what are we
just
doing?
a little bit. Okay, and then maybe over there, and maybe, you may help you out. You want to do it?
I'm going to just mess with her and I'm not even going to go over there right now.
Don't put a lot.
I'm just putting a little.
Okay, but you got to work it in. Because you're getting sticky.
It is getting sticky.
Yeah, so that's why you got to work it. So once you
wow.
put that
I
on
don't know
there.
if you're going to be able to.
No, look. That's what I'm saying. That is gorgeous, y'all. Look at this. Baby, put it over there. By just putting a little bit of that black in there and just dragging it through, I love it. I think it just, oh my gosh, it just adds such depth. And when we say a little bit, guys, we mean a little bit. And I want to show you how sticky we are right now. Watch. When I lift this, look how long it stretches before the epoxy breaks. See that? I'm going about a half an inch, almost an inch before the epoxy breaks from my stick. So if we were using, say, art coat, we would be about, oh my gosh, probably almost an hour into this.
I was going to say
About
45 minutes.
You think? Yeah.
Maybe longer. Maybe an hour.
Yeah, it would take at least that to get to where we are right now. But if you're doing a small table or a bathroom vanity, guys, this is awesome. And it's got UV protection in it. So I could literally do a bathroom vanity and be ready to do a flood coat in as little as probably 4 to 6 hours, depending on what your temperature is. So this is a game changer. Also, it is a game changer for those of you that do on-site seaming, where you're worried about that seam. If you're doing a white countertop, you're worried about that seam really turning yellow if you are using quick coat. So guys, this is a game changer. This is a game changer. I am so excited about this product. And like I said, I should have it right after Thanksgiving. I think
So you putting more black?
Just a little bit.
Okay.
You like that? I think it's gorgeous. I've got, I think, probably between 60 and 80, I think. I can't remember exactly what Leslie ordered. Gallons of this coming in.
Would you use a regular flood coat for this thing? Or do you use, I would say yes.
I think I would use the regular art coat on this because you want your flood coat to be able to have enough time to really level out. I would be afraid because this quick coat is curing very rapidly, so you could possibly get waves as we keep working it. It's not going to be able to self-level if we keep messing with it.
So what is this called? The Amazing Quick
The
Coat?
amazing quick coat. And it is amazing. So to answer your question, yes, I would use a regular art coat, flood coat on there.
I agree.
Because it would have a lot longer. But yeah, this is beautiful. You know what I want to do some, I'm going to add some hammered white. See what it Actually, I'm not gonna do that.
Ooh,
Well, I don't think,
that doesn't look very good.
yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think my can's messed up. So what do y'all think? Y'all like that? I really like how we put that, what was that? The French beige and
Antique white.
the antique white really looks good next to that perfect pearl mica powder. I mean, it's really pretty. And the fact that we use so much clear, you can see down to the bottom of the black substrate without seeing black edges. Tyler, if you don't mind, can you kind of zoom in here and show everybody how the inside is still black? Can you do that? The inside, you're still seeing down into the black substrate, which is giving it almost a gray appearance. But when you get to that edge, your eye is only seeing white because I fogged it. If I had not have fogged my edges with the white, you would have a really hard line right here of black where the epoxy rolled over. Your eye would see through that quick coat and it would be black. And I just don't think that's very pretty. But I think this is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And you wouldn't even have to add any colors. If you wanted everything to be monotone white.
Yeah, you could use just different whites.
Right, you could have just kept it black on the bottom and then just add all the whites.
And I like the way that looks. Like when we did those shower panels, where we left them black and we put that white, it almost gave it almost a blue hue.
Yeah, it was really pretty.
It really gives it a pretty look.
I'm gonna push it to the envelope. I'm gonna try to fracture it again. I'm gonna see how long I can fracture this and it still react.
It's still fracturing.
Yeah, it's still fracturing. Now, what I am gonna tell you, when you do this late in the pour and you hit it with alcohol, it is going to cause your surface to be a little bumpy. It's not because it can't self-level fast enough to get rid of those little dimples. So make sure that you do a flood coat on this. You definitely want to do a flood coat. But it's still fractured. I mean, it looks, wow. Wow, I love this. So we're gonna let Tyler before we leave. Guys, we had to do this really quick. We're not even, what, 20 minutes in?
Yeah, 18 minutes.
Yeah. So,
yeah, so now what are you gonna do?
Look, I've got some in my cup. I'm gonna see what happens. So I have some in my cup. It's kind of, sort of, we're gonna put it over. We're gonna create some fracture lines. So now the reason it's not gotten completely heated up and hot in the cup is because I took that volume out. If we would have kept the cup full, it would have gotten really hot really fast. In fact, I started to kind of feel how it was tacking up. Now my diamond dust it's dead. So I'm not gonna put that on there. It's pretty dead. Let's see what our white looks like. Our white,
It doesn't feel real
it's not
sticky.
too bad. Now, when I run these veins across, because it is starting to really set up, because look at this. Look how.
How? Can you say that backwards?
So this is one of my favorite stages, is right here. I love that because now as I lay that down, that vein is gonna stay very, very tight.
But you know what? I guess you could use a flood coat on this, huh? Since it has the UV.
Well, technically you could, but the reason I wouldn't is because
You might get ripples.
You might get ripples.
In a bigger project, I could see that.
Yeah, because the airflow, or especially in a big project when you're really having to manipulate it with your hand.
Yeah, but we're just talking about a flood coat.
I still, personally, I would still use the art coat as a flood coat. I mean, try it, but personally, I would use the art coat.
You're still gonna have to wait no matter what.
Right, I want to have a beautiful, really smooth flood coat, And another thing you have to be really careful with is your edges. Because as your edges go over, especially if you've got a bigger edge, you're gonna have to really pay attention and work those edges with your hand.
And make sure they get all of it.
Right, because if not, then you're gonna really have drips.
You'll have some, ripples on there.
And stuff. And you know Kenny, what's his favorite thing to say?
Don't forget your edges.
Don't forget your edges.
And if you could see here, my side of the edges is spot on. That one's not so much, but we're not gonna say nothing.
Because look, I already tried to reach and
Oh my gosh.
I got stuck. But
Sometimes
anyway,
it sucks when you're a little short, huh?
I'm not short, I'm fun size. How about that? All right, guys, I absolutely love this. I'm gonna be definitely playing with the quick coat a lot more. So I'm gonna see how far I can push that limit. I mean, I would do a countertop. I would do it.
Do you know the heat resistance?
The heat resistance is also 500 degrees. Yes, it is. And it's got very good scratch resistance, and it's got UV protection, and it is FDA approved for incidental food. What do they call it? It's called FDA. Erica, you know what it is. It's incidental food contact. That's what it is.
Oh.
So, anyway, but I'm so excited about this, y'all. I am.
I think it might be a little game changer.
I think so. So I could definitely see doing a bigger project. If you had help, you would definitely have to have help. And if you were in a heated room or your temperature was like up in the 80s, you would really have to be flying. Let me show you this really quick. So what I did, it's a little, can you see this over here? Sorry guys, I keep switching on y'all. Okay, so it's cool in our shop tonight, and I wanted to start very slowly warming up the epoxy. So I put this on the mat about an hour and a half prior to us starting. And this is just a mat that it warms the roots if you're growing something. I don't know. Anyway, it's water seeds, that's it. To improve germination.
There it is, Ron.
That's it. Anyway, I don't cook and I don't grow stuff. But anyway, it warms up, it's not hot, definitely not hot, but it warms your epoxy up very slowly and thoroughly. You're not gonna get a flash cure. And I definitely didn't wanna get this epoxy super hot before I started. But if you can warm it up a little bit, it makes a huge difference when you're mixing it. You don't entrain all those bubbles, and it won't turn white on you because the quick coat is a lot thicker. So guys, my biggest thing is if you're going to use this in a project, you have to practice. You have to do some sample boards. Don't go buy this and then automatically think you're gonna go do a pour if you've never used it before. You need to practice. And you need to be pretty confident in your ability if you've never had to rush. So anyway, but this is cool. I love it, I love it, I love it. And let me know what you guys think. Like I said, it'll be available in the next week or so. So that leads us into our Black Friday special. So starting Wednesday night at midnight, running through Monday night at midnight, we're gonna offer 10% off all of our epoxy and supplies. Now this does not apply to the Just Resin and the products, the
so
colorants,
basically all the Stone Coat products.
The Stone Coat products, Lumelite products, and on top of your 10%, you're going to get free shipping for all orders over $100. All right, now there is a disclaimer. If you are a student, then you'll already get your 15% off, and it does not apply to this, okay? So you need to decide which one's better. If you are my students and you have your discount code, which one that you're gonna use, because you can't double up. So the way to get this, guys, is you need to go to my website, RK3designs.com, and sign up for our newsletter, our email, and we'll be emailing that code out to everyone. So it's going to be good. We're looking forward to relaxing for a few days and kicking back and eating some turkey. You ready?
Ready.
I know. I'm not cooking. I'm bringing the soda. How about that? All right, guys. So join us in our Insiders group, RK3 Design Epoxy Insiders. It's growing up, and y'all, there are so many talented people in that group. They are amazing. So search Facebook for RK3 Design Epoxy Insiders. Join us and post all of your
Beautiful projects.
Your beautiful projects. All right, so I'm going to let Tyler go one more time over this. You can see it is not moving at all. It is done moving, and it's going to stay like this. That's what's cool, too, because I don't have to come back in the morning and wonder what my piece is going to look like, because this isn't going anywhere. I love this right here. This just looks like a piece of slate right there. That is so pretty. And I don't know if the camera's picking it up. I'm sure it is, because this camera looks like it could drive itself. But the 3D, the depth that we're getting, that you can see just down into it, is absolutely gorgeous. So, we have any questions out there?
No, everything is going pretty good.
All right.
Everybody's saying happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Gobble, gobble.
All righty. Well, I hope everyone has a very blessed Thanksgiving. Spend some time with your family and enjoy yourself, and order from me on Friday. All right, guys. So I guess we'll see y'all next week.
Till when?
Till next week.
Oh, till next week.
Till next week, yeah. Why?
Okay. I'm just wondering
Till
if you
next
remembered.
Yes. Oh, remember, until next week.
Until.
Or until
What?
next. You got me all flustered
Oh
now.
my gosh.
So
All right, here we go.
You say it. You say it.
Don't be scared.
Move
forward
and be creative. Bye, guys. Love y'all.
Adios.
End.